Now at 6, a man is in custody after police say a stabbing happened inside a Southeast Portland Safeway. The latest on the investigation and the charges the suspect is now facing. Plus, 2025 ended with President Donald Trump dropping his push to deploy troops to Portland. Ahead at 6:30, Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz takes a look back at how we got here. Also coming up. A dominating win in the Orange Bowl means the Oregon Ducks get to play in the semifinals. We have more highlights from the New Year's Day game and reactions from fans at home as KGW News at Sunrise starts right now. Good morning and thank you for joining us on your Friday. I'm China Green. Chris McGinnis is here for a look at your weather and traffic.
Looking forward to the first weekend of the new year. It's going to be a little wet, starting with this morning, a little wet, just like yesterday. Unlike yesterday, temperatures will be a little milder today. Portland only got to 41 degrees yesterday, and that was at like midnight. We spent most of the day in the upper 30s with the rain. Now, we still have some light rain across the region this morning. Evidence on radar here showing some green blobs here and there. There will be some occasional dry time, but actually, last check at the airport now, just cloudy conditions, but smattering of drizzle and light rain here and there. 41 at PDX, that was our high for the day yesterday. 42 in Tigard. Wilsonville sits at 41 and 43 last check in Salem. The breeze turns to the south just a little bit today, and that will allow the temperatures to come up a little bit. So instead of low 40s, we're going to shoot for low 50s this afternoon with on and off light rain in the forecast. More rain coming our way this weekend. Also potentially around us some gusty winds Saturday night. I'll take a closer look at that with Futurecast in just a little bit. Let's get you out the door. We pick it up with a crash on I-5 southbound. The upper left-hand part of your screen, that's up near the Fremont Bridge. The headlights coming towards your screen. That's the southbound commute. We'll zoom in on that right now. Portland police dealing with a crash here. No word on any injuries, but you can see that the southbound right lane is blocked approaching the Fremont Bridge, so there is a little bit of local slowing getting around that. Outside of that, no major freeway troubles just yet. Our Friday morning commute is off to a pretty good start.
Thank you, Chris. As we kick off 2026, the city of Portland continues to try to address one of its biggest challenges, homelessness. And many people living on the street are looking to improve their conditions too. Sunrise reporter Thomas Schultz joins us from downtown Portland with more on this. Thomas?
Yeah, well, look, China, we all know all across Portland it isn't hard to find tents or people living on the street, and many of those people are trying to get their lives back on track. The city is trying to help them out, too. Mayor Keith Wilson opened more shelter beds in 2025, meeting his goal to add 1,500 overnight shelter beds to address the crisis. And while some people, like a man who goes by Big Unc Williams, don't use the shelters, he says it's good that there's more of them.
I don't hang out in the shelters because to me, I don't feel safe, but they are beautiful. My hat goes off to Portland. Portland is one of the realest cities.
We spoke to another man, Jeremiah Roadman, who isn't homeless, but spent New Year's Day looking for his brother Michael, who he says is addicted to fentanyl and is a shell of the man he once was. Last year, Roadman found Michael in this tent sick and suffering from gangrene. He took him to the hospital to get help. Roadman says his brother has been arrested and released multiple times without ever seeking treatment for his addiction. And he doesn't think his brother's situation is exceptional.
I think coming down on drugs and criminalizing it more and being a little more harsher on that, I think that can help. You got food, shelters, and banks over here. So what's the real answer to helping them? I don't think just giving and giving and giving. I think that there has to be another solution.
And look, over the next couple of months, as we expect cold conditions through this winter, the city and county say they're going to step up and provide overnight warming shelters that'll be open 24/7 for the first time when those temperatures are bitter cold. China?
Thomas, thank you. Portland police have identified the person accused of stabbing someone in Southeast Portland Safeway. Portland police say at around 10 a.m. yesterday morning, 51-year-old Christopher Woods stabbed and robbed a 77-year-old man in the bathroom of a Safeway store on 122nd. The victim was taken to the hospital. Their current condition is unknown. Woods faces felony assault and robbery charges. Portland police have arrested a man accused of stabbing two people on Christmas Eve. 54-year-old Richard Stewart is now facing 2 counts of attempted murder. Police say Stewart first stabbed a 20-year-old in the neck near the Hollywood Fred Meyer, then stabbed a 67-year-old man in the neck and head less than a mile away. Both are out of the hospital. The cases are under investigation. Deputies in Washington County caught an 18-year-old and 3 juveniles after they allegedly broke into cars in the Bethany area. This happened late Tuesday night along Northeast Country Ridge Drive. Investigators say when deputies spotted the 4 of them in a car, they jumped out and took off running. A canine was called in to help find them. The 18-year-old faces charges of reckless driving and attempting to elude. Celebrations were top tier after a historic victory for the Oregon Ducks in their first ever Orange Bowl. Our Orlando Sanchez was there and brings us a look at the Ducks' win against Texas Tech.
What a difference a year makes. The Oregon Ducks using that Rose Bowl feeling as motivation. Fast forward 365 days later, and the Oregon Ducks kicked off 2026 with a bang, making a defensive statement in their first ever Orange Bowl. Welcome to Miami. It doesn't get much better than this. 64 and sunny to kick off 2026. More than 64,000 inside Hard Rock Stadium. The 5th-ranked Oregon Ducks facing number 4 Texas Tech in the Orange Bowl. A trip to the Final Four on the line. The Oregon defense setting the tone. Tatum Tuioti, the man out of Sheldon High, wreaking havoc, forcing back-to-back 3-and-outs. The Red Raiders led the nation in forced takeaways, but it was the Ducks D winning the turnover battle. Bryce Betcher delivers the hit, and Brandon Finney Jr. makes the recovery. Despite a dominant first half, Oregon failed to finish drives, and it was only a 6-0 lead. Third quarter, Mateo Uyunglele with the play of the day. Incredible strip sack, putting the Ducks in business. The freshman, Jordan Davison, cashing out. His first of 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. But it was the Oregon defense that shined brightest. Brandon Finney Jr. had 2 interceptions, the defensive MVP. The Ducks forcing a season-high 4 turnovers. Oregon shuts out Texas Tech 23-0. It's Oregon's first postseason shutout since the 1917 Rose Bowl.
The resiliency that they showed, their ability to stay calm and poised and collected under pressure. It's not easy in big moments, but these guys have shown time and time again that they're ready for big moments.
To do it against a really good Texas Tech team in that fashion is, pretty surreal and feels really, really good. But I'm already kind of on to next week. Not gonna lie, I'm ready. I'm ready to go for another game. More motivation. I mean, it's a great feeling to win, but I want more.
Being in Miami was great. Great weather. Of course, I'm just proud of the fans that traveled out here from Eugene. But yeah, of course, that's everybody's team's end goal. But you can never look too far ahead.
The celebration was great, but talking to the team in the locker room, they expected to win this game. And now they have more football to play, advancing to the semifinals of the college football playoff for the first time since 2015. They'll meet Indiana in the Peach Bowl in Atlanta on January 9th, the only team to beat the Ducks this season. And make sure to follow us on air and online because KGW is making the trip to Atlanta. Reporting from the Orange Bowl in Miami, Orlando Sanchez, KGW Sports.
Closer to home, Duck fans were out in full force at Grand Central Bowl in Southeast Portland. They reflected on a mostly fantastic season and looked ahead to make it another round of the college football playoffs.
I think it's been good. I think besides maybe the game to Indiana, which was maybe our worst loss, but everything else has been really good. I'm really proud of this team, and I'm excited for how far we've come.
Fans say that they think the Ducks learned from their Rose Bowl loss last year and we're more ready this time. And if you heard Orlando speaking right there, KGW will be following the Ducks all the way to Atlanta for the Peach Bowl next Friday. So look for a live report next week on air and on our free TV streaming app, KGW Plus. Your time now is 6:09. We're taking a live look from our Wells Fargo Skycam. It is pretty foggy out there, Chris.
And that camera at the top of the Wells Fargo building right up in that low cloud deck. And so it's drippy and drizzly and all that fun stuff out there. Everything you would expect for the early part of January here in the Northwest, right? Here's a live look from the Springs at the waterfront in Vancouver. Traffic going along just fine, actually, over the Interstate Bridge. It's 41 last check at Pearson Airfield in Vancouver. As we go down to the South Salem, a similarly low cloud deck, a little drippy and drizzly there as well. 43 degrees right now in Salem. Also, temperatures the last couple of days, especially yesterday, were really, really chilly with a breeze out of the east. I call that the refrigerator door being open, draining some of the cold air east of the Cascades. Today that breeze shifts to the south, and so temperatures will be a little warmer to go along with the little smattering of light rain that we have out there. The rain will be with us on and off throughout the day. That's what Futurecast shows. There will be some dry time, but overall, plenty of clouds and from time to time occasional rain. In fact, Futurecast kind of picks up on a period of maybe steadier, more significant rain from about 11 a.m. to 3 or 4 o'clock, right through the heart of the metro area and the I-5 corridor here. So we're not talking about a ton of rain, but nonetheless, rain, at least some rain in the forecast for today and tonight. Temperature-wise, as we mentioned, we will be a little warmer than we were yesterday. PDX only got to 41 yesterday, and that was at midnight. Today, Futurecast, while it's interesting, we dip back down into the upper 40s late in the day, but with the south breeze, we should climb into the 50s this afternoon. So a little warmer today, noticeably warmer, in fact. And then, well, we'll keep it mild as we go to the weekend. Hey, say hello to Chunk and Turbo, all dressed up for the holidays. Chunk and Turbo are the pets of the day. If you want to get a proper sunrise shout out to your pooch, your pet, you can send that email to petoftheday@kgw.com. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. A little drippy today, rainy tomorrow, rainy Sunday, and there's also a period, I think, of some gusty wind possible later Saturday night and into the wee hours of Sunday. China, I'll take a closer look at that coming up in your next weather in about 8 to 10 minutes.